Hi, I'm Laurie and today I'm going to be demonstrating a pretty easy hair up boho style, or you can convert it into a wedding style as well. Now I'm following Heather Robertson HRH Education on Facebook and I was prepping the hair for that, and I thought I'm going to do a demo on this for any of my students who don't follow Heather. You should follow her, by the way. She's really inspirational and she's fab at making hair up look really easy and giving you lots of tips and tricks and just helpful. So that's all her pins out. Oh, we've still got a couple in here. Now the reason that I'm sitting down here and I'm not standing up and in the camera is because I've sprained one of my ankles really badly, and the other one's also sprained. I've sprained both my ankles, and so that's why I'm sitting down, in case anyone's wondering. Oh, I think that was an earring I just popped out. Right, okay, so I'll just get started. So I've just, to prep the hair, I had already went over it with the Dyson Airwrap and just set it into large barrel curls just to revitalise it. I've used this hair lots this week, so I'll just put a wee bit of curl back into it. I'm just going to run my fingers through. So to prep the hair, what I'm going to do is just some very gentle back brushing at the top, not too much. I'm going to leave the kind of front sections out, so just two sections at the front out, and I'm going to bring this down into a V shape. I'll just pop this bottom one right there just now. Okay, so just some gentle back brushing. I'm going to brush it all back first of all, and then just take sections through it. These tail brushes, I don't know what they're actually called, but it's like a tail comb, but it's a brush. And brushing gives a much softer effect than like back combing. So I'm brushing it through first of all. These curls just pop back into place. So I'm not taking my bristles right the way through, I'm just gently kind of skimming over the top just to bring it all back. But you've got some nice height there without it being too much of a big bump. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring this into the centre and pop a wee grip in. So I'm popping one down that side and crisscrossing that over. Now when you're putting grips in, you don't want to be opening them up. If you open them up, all that happens is the hair pushes itself back out. So it's better if you keep them closed. I'm just running my fingers through that to give it a wee bit of texture. Okay, so I'm going to bring some of this back. Now the hair's too long at the front to leave like wee pieces down, but if the hair was shorter, You certainly could leave some wee bits out. So I'm just going to drape this around. And let some of it fall underneath. Just going to hold that just now to get the other side. So I'm bringing it back. And allowing some of it to fall underneath it. Let some of it drip down, and I'm just giving it a wee twist. Next I'm going to pop a bobble in here, or an elastic, whatever you want to call it. And flip it over. So I'm sticking my fingers through there, grabbing the tail and pulling it under. That just helps hide that bobble a wee bit. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is bring this piece from underneath. And as I'm pulling it round, I'm giving it a gentle twist and just teasing some wee bits down. Just keep it soft. I want to keep the ear, the bottom of the earlobe, visible to show the bride's jewellery. And I'm going to put my fingers through here, up and over, and just bring that round. And where that's falling, there I'm at here. Just going to pop a wee grip in. Now my grip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple of hairs, push it that way, and then kind of flip it back round and turn it back on itself. Going across the way, like that. Okay, do the same with the other side. Try not to knock this camera. So as I say, I do apologise, I should normally be standing up doing this, but I'm incapacitated for the time being. Right, so I'm popping my fingers through here, pulling it up, like pushing that up and pulling it under. Just play about with that till you're happy with it. Okay, so again your grip, so I'm taking it, grabbing some hairs and then pushing it one way and doubling it back the other way, making sure that's right in. Now after you've done that, you can just pinch and pull to give it a wee bit more texture, or a wee bit more width. Always be checking your balance. And I want that to be quite kind of loose looking. Now remember, I've still got this clip under here, so I'll just release that. And get my hairspray. I'm just going to give a wee, light spray. Turn around. So yeah, so here that's too far back. So if I was standing up, I would be able to judge that from the front and look in the mirror to see, but all I'm going to do to fix that is tease some wee bits down, and again just pinch and pull to sit. I think that's better already. If if you had shorter layers here, you could have a couple of wee trestles hanging down. I'm just looking for a needle. Pop that back in for it. There we go. Just turn around to the other side. Okay, so we're getting around here. We could just relax it down a little bit. As I say, if you were working in front of a mirror and you could stand, you'd be able to do this initially. And check your balance along the way. So we want to see your earring. Some brides don't like their hair all off their face, and they like to see, you know, their hair round about their shoulders. They feel too naked without it. So it's just like a kind of comfort blanket. Okay, so I'm actually going to pop some ornamentation into the back of her head just so that you can get an idea as how you could change it into a bride. If you wanted to wear it just as a kind of boho type look, you could just leave it as it is, or maybe just pop a clasp type thing, like just in there or something, just quite subtle. If you're a bride, you could pop something like this in. Or obviously she might be wearing a veil. Okay, so that looks really pretty. You can also put these tiara type things, they're not tiaras, clasp type things. I don't know what you call them. A decorative clasp, I suppose. In the side, you could pop it in there. If you had another matching one, you could do the same at the other side. No, it doesn't always have to be at the back. You can also, depending on where they're wanting to wear the veil, you can put them in, you know, in different directions. It doesn't need to be a kind of bog standard down the middle. But obviously if you're putting it up the way, you need to put something else in to kind of secure it in there so it doesn't slip. Yep, that looks quite pretty. And it was really, really simple but gorgeous. Half up, half down here. Okay.